Hello everyone, this is Fantasy-esque, and welcome back to Season 4 of Luminous Clan in ClanGen, the Warrior Cats clan generator game. When we left off in the previous episode, Pale Shade moved into the nursery in preparation to give birth to her litter, and in this episode, we are going to be welcoming in what I shall assume will be one single kitten. So, without further ado, let us just dive right in, go to the leader's den, roll the dice to see how Lupine Star is going to handle the next gathering. We have a 7 on the D10, so that's Shade Clan. Yep, and then we have a 7 on the D8, which is Praise. Excellent. And I'm so excited. The first time in so many moons that we are seeing some new clan born, it's a big deal. It's a big deal. Okay, this next litter that is about to be born, guys, is going to tell us whether we are going to have a difficult future ahead of us or a slightly easier one. So let's do it. Luminous Clan does not have enough healthy medicine cats. Cats will be sick/hurt for longer and have a higher chance of dying. Despite the additional focus of the clan, neither prey nor herbs could be gathered. Luminous Clan doesn't have enough prey for next moon, which means we need to be focusing on hunting. At the gathering, Lupine Star tells Shade Clan's leader that she thinks Shade Clan looks stronger than ever, so Shade Clan relations have improved. Stonespeck was found stiff and curled up in her nest. It seems she died in her sleep. So we lost Stonespeck. Rumors reach your clan that the exiled Tempest Roach has died recently, so one of the lightless cats has also died. Pale Shade and Hyphen's eyes meet over their litter of 3 kids. Oh my goodness, guys. Hyphen, you're amazing. Full of love for their growing family. As the sun tracks across the sky, Pale Shade's bleeding gets worse and worse. It was still worth it, Pale Shade decides, even as the medicine cat fights an impossible battle to keep her out of Star Clan. Still so worth it. Wait, did she make it or did she die? Guys, if she died, this is the first time I will have had a she-cat actually pass away from a harsh kidding, in the clan. Oh my goodness, but the fact that she gave us 3 kits, Pale Shade, you are forever going to be a hero in Star Clan for what you've done for Luminous Clan today. Let me tell you, Lupine Star can only spend a moment at Stonespeck's vigil before she withdraws to silently curse the worlds that took Stonespeck from her. As the vigil draws to a close, someone suggests she should eat. She refuses, not so much as shifting her vacant gaze. Magpie Heart blinks back tears as the realization sinks in that he'll never share a joke or a companionable silence with Stonespeck ever again in this life. He makes a point of removing foliage from Stonespeck's nest, snapping at any hindrance. His paws tremble over the material, distraught when he realizes how fast Stonespeck's scent is fading. And of course, Stonespeck was their aunt, an aunt who has been there for many moons, over 150 moons, so obviously they would take this really hard. Sunchill opened up to Stonespeck more than almost any other cat did. He doesn't know how he'll handle hard times without Stonespeck. Cats offer him comfort and care, he refuses all of it. Obviously, a lot of Stonespeck's nieces and nephews are going to take this very hard. She was kind of one of the last remaining elders they had from her generation. Tornfern struggles to come to grips with the fact that Stonespeck will no longer be part of her life to see her through the hard times. Nobody can comfort her during the vigil. She's absolutely inconsolable, convinced that she'll never feel normal again without Stonespeck beside her. Mousestripe avoids Stonespeck's vigil. The sight of her slumped body is more than he can take. In the following days, he visits her grave, gazing blankly, unmovingly at the ground for hours on end. Guys, Pale Shade died in that birthing. Hyphen presses his muzzle to Pale Shade's fur one last time, wishing he had another chance to tell Pale Shade how loved she is. When no one needs anything from him, he breaks down, wailing uncontrollably and cursing the world that took Pale Shade instead of him. Oh my goodness, their love story, the fact that they were paired up. Obviously, Hyphen's father did not approve of Pale Shade, And then they were together very briefly before she got pregnant. She gave him the 3 kits that he and the clan needed for their revival. And then she died. She never even made it past the birth, leaving those 3 kittens to Highfern. And that's all he has of his memory with Paleshade. Highfern? Highfern. I feel so bad for him. The past moon, Stone Speck, and Paleshade have taken their place in Star Clan. Luminous Clan mourns their loss, and their clanmates will miss where they had been in their lives. Moments of their lives are shared in stories around the circle of mourners, as those that were closest to them take them to their final resting place. Oh my goodness. Okay, we need to take a look at these kittens to see, who exactly Paleshade brought to us before she left. Oh my goodness, 3 adorable little kittens, guys. We have Aspen Kit, a bullying male with gray eyes and a marbled pelt. We have, I'm going to change this one's name. Maybe Lock Kit? No. Light Kit? I like Light Kit. Okay, and then we have Light Kit, a charming male with yellow eyes and a speckled pelt. And then we have a thrift kit. Hold on a second. Ashen Kit? Ashen Kit sounds nice. So we have an attention-seeking female with heterochromia eyes. She's got gray and gold eyes and a Bengal pelt. Oh my goodness, that is so cool. Are you related to Godzilla Star? Actually, you might be. You are! Godzilla Star is your great-grandfather, and he was the first first outsider / any Luminous Clan member to ever have the heterochromia eyes, and nobody in the family has gotten it until his great-granddaughter. Oh wow. That is so cool, though, that she has the gray and gold eyes. Oh my goodness, she's unique. So we have a bullying male, a charming male, and an attention-seeking female. Aspen Kit, Light Kit, and Ashen Kit. Okay, I want to see what the descriptors are. And, yep, Highfern, he's the one looking after his kit since his mate passed away. But Aspen Kit is a ginger tabby and white tom. Light Kit is a speckled brown tom. And Ashen Kit is an unusually dappled brown she-cat. Okay, we got 2 brown cats and then a ginger and white, which is kind of interesting. The genetics are quite spread, I think. Aspen Kid got the most of his mother's, I think, influence, and then Light Kid and Ashen Kid got more of their father's influence. But I am so pleasantly surprised at what the gift we got given. This is a gift, guys. I am so pleasantly surprised. Okay, Highfern. Let's go ahead and prevent him from having any more kits. But this is amazing. I mean, we're going to have to toil a bit for the next 12 moons to get these guys to adulthood. But once that happens, the clan might actually be able to grow from this, guys. We might actually be able to bounce back from the chaos that we have been going through. As long as all of these kits make it to adulthood. Okay, let's continue to the medicine cat den. Rosemary was used for Stone Speck's body. Lupine Star was given Juniper as treatment for grief-stricken. Magpie Heart was given Thyme as treatment for grief-stricken. Rosemary was used for Paleshade's body. Sunchill was given Thyme as treatment for grief-stricken. Tornfen was given Thyme as treatment for grief-stricken. Mousestripe was given Poppy as treatment for grief-stricken. And Highfen was given Poppy as treatment for grief-stricken. Actually, I'm just now realizing, do we have anyone? Okay. I was going on about the gift the clan got given, and yes, that is the thing. But guys, are you noticing the problem? Every single cat is in mourning, and we don't have food. Who's gonna feed the flippin' kittens? Who's gonna feed the clan? At this point, they're all gonna go into starvation. Please don't let Paleshade please don't let her sacrifice be in vain. I'll be very sad if her sacrifice was in vain and we actually lose the kittens to starvation, because from my personal experience, playing clans outside of the channel, kittens go very quickly to starvation. Like, this excitement that we're having could be gone just like that. So actually, we're not out of the woods just yet, guys. Not just yet. I belatedly realized that everyone's grieving. Like, if Stonespec hadn't died, then we would have been okay, because only Hyphen would have been grieving. The others could have still gone out to hunt. But because Stonespec died and Pale Shade, like, everyone is so upset now. And we've got hungry, mewling kittens. Okay, let's look at relationships. Magpie Heart mentions that Stonespec looks good today. Mousestripe mentions that Stonespec looks good today. We might get a timeline as well of maybe Pale Shade and Stonespec before they passed away. So everyone was complimenting Stonespec and saying, she looks really good for her age. Both Lupine Star and Pale Shade enthusiastically congratulate another clanmate on something. Mousestripe always knows how to make a Lupine Star laugh. Magpie Heart thinks that Sunchill smells nice today. Both Magpie Heart and Hyphen enthusiastically congratulate another clanmate on something. Sunchill hesitantly asks to exchange Fresh Kill with... which one were you? Ashen Kit. Ashen Kit agrees, since Sunchill's is a favorite kind anyway. So we have some Sunchill and great-granddaughter, right? Yes, great-granddaughter bonding, which is really cute. So he's got like 3 great-grandchildren. Sunchill wants to be as confident as Mousestripe. Thornfern realizes how much she hates something about Aspen Kit. Thornfern, that's your grandson. That's your grandson, Thornfern. Thornfern tells Hyphen to count on her in a difficult situation, but she's still really close to her son. I wonder if she's just now jealous that she has to share her son with her grandchildren. Because, she's very close to Hyphen. Mousestripe starts to plan things, hoping that Light Kit will get involved. So we have the opposite reaction with Mousestripe and his grandchildren. So Thornfern is like jealous of her grandchildren taking attention away from her when it comes to Hyphen. But Mousestripe, he's like already excited to plan things with his grandchildren, get involved with them. Honestly, very surprising for a murderous cat. But then again, maybe he turned to murder because he was more family oriented than we thought. Mousestripe charms Hyphen, his son, so he's probably like spending time with his son and all that, congratulating him on the youngsters. Hyphen, Sunchill, and Thornfern had a nice talk while eating. Lupine Star, okay, so this is when we had the deaths. So this was pretty much all that happened, and then we started having all of these like death notices and such. Okay, so if we scroll back up, the only thing Pale Shade had before she gave birth was hanging out with Lupine Star, and they were both, I think maybe they were both congratulating, we'll say, Hyphen for finally, the moon was here for him to, they were on the hour for him to see his litter born. So they were both congratulating him for becoming a father. And then for Stonespec, she was getting a lot of attention from like her nephews and members of the clan. And then let's see, Stonespec. Is that all she had? I think that was all Stonespec had. Everyone was complimenting her for her age and how good she looked before she passed away. So they both had like positive effects. Their last moments were good, surrounded by, friends and family members and such. So it wasn't really too sad of a passing, except for, I suppose, Pale Shade. That was bittersweet. Okay, guys, let me cut the recording here and we'll continue with the cat list. Okay, guys, let us continue with the cat list. First up, we have our loyalties. So things have changed a little bit. As you can see, Mousestripe has actually become loyal to Lupine Star once more, and I think that is because Mousestripe, one, feels as though, even though he disliked the pairing, it paid off, because it gave the clan 3 very precious kits, and they are his grandchildren, and from events we've kind of seen how enthusiastic he is about his grandchildren compared to Thornfern, who's a little bit jealous of them. But secondly, Pale Shade, who he didn't like, died in the birth. So for Mousestripe, it's like the perfect outcome. They got their kittens, but he doesn't have to look at Pale Shade's face anymore, which is very harsh, but that is the twisted mind of Mousestripe. So that's what we have going on that front. And also, Highfern has become an anti-loyalist when he wasn't in the past, and I think Highfern is feeling the opposite to his father Mousestripe. Yes, he is grateful for the 3 kittens he has, and he's going to dedicate, his life to making sure that Pale Shade didn't die in vain, and he gives them the best life that he can. But I don't know how he's going to do that when he is in mourning, and he doesn't even have the strength to get them prey and food. Regardless, for Highfern, I think that for the first time, he is maybe blaming Lupine Star for choosing a mate that was maybe too old to breed. And he thinks that her delicate age is what led her to not survive the birth. And he feels like if she didn't have to go through that, then maybe she would still be alive. And, if maybe in place of her, if a younger cat was chosen, then she would have enough strength to make it through the birth and be there with the family. So it's not that he suddenly dislikes Pale Shade. I think he's upset that this wasn't taken into account and it led to him losing Pale Shade, who he was actually in love with. So I think that's what's going through the heads of Highfern and Mousestripe, which is very fascinating to me. But okay, let's go ahead and see what everyone is doing for the day. And of course, the 3 kittens that we have are following in their father's footsteps, and they don't really know the clan leader that well, so they are not loyalists to the clan leader either. But let's see what everyone's doing for the day. Lupine Star almost got lost near some 2-leg nests. Sunchill is stressed about organizing patrols because who the hell are we gonna send out? Tornfern forbids anyone from disturbing her when working. Mousestripe is listening to both sides of an argument. Highfern doesn't want to go on dawn patrol, even though he knows he needs to feed the youngsters. But does he even know that? He's just so lost in his grief. It's bittersweet, this happiness that he's gotten, that he doesn't want to do anything. Magpie Heart is feeling restless today. Aspen Kit snuggles up to the belly of Pale Shade. I don't think they've had their I don't think they've had Pale Shade's visual yet. And her body's getting cold, but then her kittens are snuggling up to her, trying to get the last bits of warmth left. Oh my goodness. Light Kit is snuggling up to the belly of Pale Shade, and so is Ashen Kit, but they're gonna have to tear the kittens away from their mother's body so they can go and do her vigil. Ugh, that crushes. And we don't have anyone to send on patrols, guys. We currently have 8 prey. We need 14.5. How many cats can we feed? Only 2 warriors can be fed with that much prey. And already I think some of the cats are suffering from nutrition. So Lupine Star is satiated at 66. Sunchill is satiated at 66. But all the other cats are currently fed. So we'll have to see who takes the hit for not having enough food next time, but someone's going to have to step up. Someone's going to have to get out of this grief, otherwise the clan is literally going to starve. But okay guys, with that said and done, I'm going to leave off here. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you all next time. Bye-bye.